Hi, thanks for clicking and welcome back to Telecom Training. If you have seen the thumbnail, then we are going to discuss about the 6th generation mobile communication network. Or if you have not seen the thumbnail also, we are going to talk about the future network or the next generation network today. So you might be wondering, when we are struggling with the 4G advanced technology era and we are still waiting for the 5G technology to be launched in many parts of the world, except some people, some giant who have already the 5G network in place, and some people also commercially launched it, like the South Korea. Then why we are talking about the 6G or the beyond 5G networks. So this is really important, and this is not a video for today or for the next 4-5 years. This video will last long, at least till 2030, because IMT is going to launch the standardization and the specifications in 2030. IMT 2030 by the ITU will be coming in 2030, wherein we will be getting all the standardization and all the targets for 6G. And 3GPP also will be coming with the 6G standardization in release 23. So you have to remember release 23 and IMT 2030, and then you can get the targets for the 6G or the what are the features going to come. So both this 3GPP and IMT or the ITU, they have created a special group, the group which going to work for the future networks, and they have started these groups somewhere in the mid of June, July 2018. And they have also started working on the different aspects, different new technology which can be combined with the 6th generation mobile communication system. So the groups has already been created, they have started the research, and things will come in next 10 years. But still today we are going to make this video and it will be very informative for you. Stay tuned and watch more. So we'll start with the different features of 6G or the 6th generation mobile communication. And I would not say only mobile communication, it's communication of everything. Like today we are using IoT or Internet of Things. Our core is also IoT core. But in future it is going to be IoE or IOX, Internet of Everything. So every possible thing is going to be connected with the network, with the future network. Okay. So we talk about the features which is expected to come in 6G, and some of them are we are very sure that is going to come, and those are the target in 6G or the future network, beyond 5G networks. And then the cutting edge technology or the different advanced technology that will be combined with 6th generation mobile communication. Okay, so we'll start with the RAN. RAN will be a AI RAN. It will be all AI network. 6G will be a AI network completely, like we are using a complete IP network. So 6G will be a complete AI network, means everything will be AI enabled, artificially intelligent. Okay, so we'll be putting a lot of algorithm, and the systems will be automatically take decisions, and the network will organize its own resources, its own, it will heal its own, it can manage its operation and maintenance its own, and it can also optimize its own. So like scaling, descaling, or reset and restarting the servers, all these things will be self-organized. So this future network will have 3 basic characteristics: self-organized, self-optimized, and self-healing network. So that is the basic from where they have started thinking about the next generation. Now let's see the different features. So AI RAN, AI core. Then there will be frequency range between 90 gigahertz to 3 terahertz. So terahertz is actually the operating range or the operating frequency range for 6G. Then the latency would be less than 1 millisecond for the control plane, and maybe for the user plane will be targeting up to less than 0.1 millisecond. That means 10 times better or 10 times better latency than the LT, than the successor. Okay. So the successor is going to have the 6th generation mobile communication will have less than 1 millisecond latency, and will also try to achieve for some critical communication 0.1 millisecond latency. Okay, sounds interesting. And the next feature, the downlink will be 1 terabits. Okay, terabits per second. 1 terabits means 1000 Gbps. Now we are struggling to get 1 Gbps in 5G with some vendors, but in future we are targeting 1 terabits per second, 1 Tbps, or at least for the test network we'll start from 100 Gbps. So if there is a test network of 6G, it will be having at least 100 Gbps in downlink. Okay, so that kind of throughput we are going to, achieve in the future networks. Now the uplink throughput would be for test network at least 1 Gbps. Like now we are getting 100 Mbps, and it will go up to 100 Gbps. So the 5G network is struggling with 100 to 100 Mbps, but in 6G we will start from at least 1 Gbps, that means 1000 Mbps, and then we'll move towards 100 Gbps in uplink just for upload. Okay, so that kind of downlink and uplink throughput we are going to expect in future generation 6G. Now use cases application, we'll be having a different discussion for use cases and application tomorrow. For example, like we are having smart city and smart health, smart vehicles, smart factories. So those things will be more advanced. Those will be not smart but AI, artificially intelligent controlled features and applications, and some more that for now let's keep that a secret. Tomorrow we'll be discussing about that, and we also discuss about the UEs or the devices and their capabilities in 6G. So this one let's keep it for tomorrow. Then R&D, who are going to invest in R&D or who have already invested in R&D. So certain countries, according to resources, they have already started working on the 6G research. So some of them are Korea, Japan, China, Finland, and then USA and Russia. So USA is actually using 90 gigahertz to 3 terahertz or 2 terahertz frequency range for 6G research. And other countries also, Korea, after the 5G commercial network launched, they have already started working on the 6G. Japan, Finland, China, Russia, they are also working on this. So the 3GPP and the ITU, they have also a research body, or they are also working on this particular field. So everyone has a working group, special working group. They are working and contributing to this 6G development. Now moving on to X2X communication. So like we have IoT or Internet of Things, it will be X2X. Now it is V2V, vehicle to vehicle communication, or V2X. In future it will be X2X, means anything can be communicated to any other thing under the 6G network. So in 6th generation network, everything will be connected to the network. Whatever you see, whatever is a utility stuff, all those things will be coming under the network. So anything can be connected to anything. Definitely that would be controlled by the network. But let's say my camera can talk to my mobile can talk to my home security system, my home security system can talk to my vehicle. Okay, so everything will be connected to everything that is in the network, right? So that's why X2X communication. And then satellite communication, will be finally able to connect with the satellites. Anyways, we are trying that in 5G, but in case of 6G, this is not a partial communication. So completely will be able to communicate via satellites or via unmanned air vehicles. So that is one of the use case or application. But anyways, satellite communication and flying networks. So anything that is flying, let's say the plane or the drones, those things will also be connected to the 6G network. So that is a surprise, quite interesting, but that is how going to be the future. So in future networks we are able to see all these features. Mobility will be 1000 km per hour. In LTE we were experiencing 350 km per hour. In 5G we went up to 500 km per hour. Now with 6G we can achieve 1000 km per hour. Isn't it interesting? Okay. Now duplex. So the duplex technique we are going to use here is flexible duplex. We can dynamically change between FDD, TDD, or if any other duplex technology will be coming, but for now we have the information it would be a flexible duplex technology can be used in 6G. So that is also one of the advanced feature. So we discussed about all these 12 features that is going to come in 6G. Now let's talk about the cutting edge technology that will be used in 6th generation network or the future network, okay, or network beyond 5G, right? So it will be a fully or end-to-end AI network, whether it is core or RAN, will be using AI, will be using machine learning, will be using quantum communication. A new thing is added here, it is not there in 5G. And then quantum machine learning will be using terahertz and millimeter wave communication, or sometimes micrometer wave communication, right? We'll be using tactile internet. NOMA or non-orthogonal multiple access is going to be used in 6G. So there is no more orthogonal frequency division duplexing, rather it will be non-orthogonal multiple access technology, okay? So that is the multiple access technology going to be used in 6G. And then cell-less structure. We don't have any specific cell because of the AI RAM. We don't have any specific cell structure. It would be a cell-less structure and it would be controlled via network. Now the next one is 3D radio communication. Like I discussed, 6G is going to combine terrestrial network, the aerial networks, the maritime networks, or the marine ships and other things. And then it has also the flying objects network with the flying objects like drone or aeroplane, okay? So those will be coming definitely under aerial communication. And then we'll be having the satellite communication. So everything is integrated in 6G in the future network. So every the marine, the aerial communication, the satellite communication, the terrestrial communication, everything is coming together. So that's why 3D radio communication, along with the regular communication with the cell side, we can also have a communication vertically from the satellite or from the flying objects. Then decentralized networking and resource allocation. So there would be no longer centralized, like we have the central unit or the control unit, which is a centralized unit, which is again distributed with distributed unit DU, CU. So these are used in 5G, but in future it would be decentralized. So the networking would not be with just one master, but it would be distributed with different servers. Fine. So decentralized networking and resource allocation also will be decentralized. It would no longer a centralized resource allocation only like 5G and other previous generation network. Now blockchain. Blockchain is used to maintain secrecy, privacy and security. So like you might have heard about blockchains used in banking system, So blockchain we are going to use in 6th generation communication network. And another two features, that is fog or edge computing, which is used in LTE Advanced and 5G, and it would be more usable because the networks has to be self-organizing network and self-optimizing network. So scaling, descaling, adding new features or adding new servers or adding new space, all these things is required. So edge computing comes into a picture when we discuss about all those things, advanced technology. So fog computing or edge computing is also going to be used. And then the nano cell communication, okay? So 13 key technology is going to be used beyond 5G or 6th generation or 6G network, and we have this 12 features which is coming in the 6G. So that is all for today. I hope you really liked and enjoyed the session, and it was full of information, and I'm sure this video is going to be watched till 2030, till the time we don't have this 6th generation mobile communication ready, or at least the standards ready. And I'll be updating another video. We'll be talking about the application and use cases in detail. What is the application of 6G, or what are the different use cases possible? And we'll also talk about the device side, what are the different kind of devices used in 6G and how intelligent they are. What is the capability of 6G devices? That is coming in the next video. Thank you so much for watching us today. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button near that subscribe button to get the notifications of all these videos. And do write to us via comments to encourage us, and like the videos, and don't forget to share the videos with your friends and family who wants to learn 5G, 6G or any other new cutting edge technology. Thank you so much.